What is going on, guys? Let's see if we can get this adjusted here. Well, we had a pretty good sunset going, but we're just about losing that, I think. So we'll give it a few minutes here. Boy, it has been one hell of a week. 2 times in the emergency room this week. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. And I don't know if this is going to be that long because I don't know how much I got in me to do a full-blown live, but we're going to try. So can you guys hear me out there okay? Hey, April. Marley, yes. Hi, guys. I don't have my regular microphone. Casa Grande, hey, you're just down below us there, Vagabond Travels. So, yeah, I normally have my my little microphone here, and I don't have that tonight. I think it's kind of gotten lost in the blur that was last week. So we're going to do our best here. We're also, I didn't realize when I picked this spot that we have lights. They had a great view of the sunset. That happened about 10 minutes ago. And so we've kind of lost that a little bit. But Lamar, yes, hear you fine. Thank you. Oh, man. Well, last I saw you guys last Sunday, I had a bit of a thing come up. I don't know if Karen's going to join us tonight. I don't think that she is. She is still back in Oregon taking care of family, and they have a bunch of company tonight, so I don't know if that's going to be able to happen, that she can get over to us. I did talk to her briefly earlier, and she just didn't know if she was going to make it in. But I have my phone sitting next to me if she happens to call in. But I told her I was going to try to keep this one kind of short. So about Tuesday of this week, well, let me back up. About 3 weeks ago, I tripped over an ottoman that we use for storage in the coach. We also use it as a little coffee table. And I tripped over that in the black of darkness, forgetting that it was there, and landed on my shoulder. And I didn't think too much of it. I've taken a lot of falls on motorcycles and so forth over the years, and I really didn't give it 2 thoughts, but it did hurt. And over the next couple weeks, I noticed that I had a numbness in my fingertips, and my shoulder was starting to hurt more and more. And I thought, boy, I hope this doesn't get worse. Karen was concerned, and of course she had to go back to Oregon, so she can't be here. But so we thought, well, we'll just see how it goes. Well, I guess it was about Monday afternoon, I had shooting pains all the way down my arm. And by early morning Tuesday, I decided to go to the emergency room. I figured this had progressed far enough. I had not been able to sleep. And I thought, well, all I've got is Tylenol and ibuprofen to try to tackle it. So I headed on into the emergency room. Now, those of you that know me know that I'm a veteran. I have VA medical care. So there is a great hospital here in Phoenix for the VA, and I headed on down there. And they took a look at me, did some x-rays. They really couldn't find anything on my shoulder. And you know, the former Army guys out there, the people that have been in the Army kind of can relate to this. They gave me 2 Motrin, slapped me on the butt and said, go home. so I had a little bit more than that. They gave me a couple of medications, but nothing really any more potent than the Tylenol that I already had at home. And I thought, all right, there's nothing they're going to be able to do for me. And I got to Wednesday night, and the pain was I couldn't lay down, and I couldn't. All I could do was lay on the couch, and and then I'd have to sit up about every 15 minutes, change positions. It was one of those pains that just kind of kept shooting and kept getting worse, and then it'd get better and get worse. And so yeah, we suffered through Wednesday night. I still hadn't slept more than a couple hours between the two nights combined. And I called my doctor on Wednesday back in Oregon, and I said, what should I do? I got to do something here. And he said, he says, we'll see if we can't get you a consult. And a consult in VA terms is a referral to a doctor here in Phoenix. Well, I never received a call, and I asked my doctor, I said, so what should I do? Because this pain is getting bad. And he said, oh, just go back down to the emergency room. And muddled through Wednesday night, Thursday morning about 4 o'clock, I couldn't stand it anymore. At this point, I had only slept about 3 hours to the entire 3 days. I was loopy. I was punch drunk. I probably shouldn't even have been driving to go back to the ER. And I walked in there, and the same doctor was there, and he said, well, you need to go and see your doctor. We can't do anything for you here. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go over there and sit in the lobby, and I'm just going to wait for a doctor that can see me, because I've got nobody that can see me apparently around here. I'm not getting phone calls from anybody. I can't sleep, so I might as well sit here in the lobby. And begrudgingly, he took me in, and they did a couple of tests. By about 11 o'clock that morning, I finally prescribed some Vicodin, and I took just one or two of those. I can't even remember now. And I was able to function the rest of the day. And, I told the doctor, I said, I know you guys, there is a crisis, a drug crisis, but I'm not coming to you as an addict looking for drugs. I need something to actually kill real pain. And you can see by the look of me, I haven't slept in days. And, I don't know how to convince you that this is real pain. Well, it turned out, thankfully, I went that day, and I did manage to see 3 different doctors there at the hospital, and I have follow-up. They actually gave me some good medication, and I have been able to sleep. But yeah, that's kind of been my week. Now, I will say the last 2 nights I got 4 hours of sleep. Even with the better medication, I got 4 hours of sleep Friday night, and then Saturday night, last night, I got 4 hours and then another 2 hours. So we are on the mends. We're getting better. So tonight's coffee or happy hour is regular coffee night. I can't have any of the other good stuff. So, and it looks like our video feed is kind of going here. I'm going to hang with you. I don't have the best link right now. I'm looking at it, and it's looking pretty weak. So that was my week. Hopefully you guys had a little better week. What has been happening out there with you guys? And I'm not getting, I don't know if I'm missing the chat or not. I'm not seeing anything on this end. Huh. Can you guys hear me out there? Are you still out there? Here, let me say something. Boondock for the first time in Tucson BLM. Loved it. Hey, right on there, Vagabond. Yeah, Tucson has got a couple of good casinos down there as well. And if you haven't stopped in on those, they're worth the trip to those. So we did a video not too, or I guess it was a couple of years ago now, on the missile silo. And if you haven't done that over by Tucson, go over and see the missile silo. It's a interesting trip. And how many times can you say you've been in a missile silo? Oh, Snyder Hill. Okay. Yep. I'm not familiar with it. Karen has family there in Tucson, so we try to stay as close to them and go over um, and see them. And they're close, fairly close to the casino, so it works out well. I got my phone over here buzzing. Let me check it real quick. Okay, we're all right. Wiener Wagon Tribe, Lamona. Where is that at? Snyder Hill was the name of the area. Met some nice people that gave us tips. Man, isn't the RV community awesome? I have to say, we you just all you have to do is turn in any direction, and you could probably get about 20 tips from each person you talk to. Hey, Marley, congrats! Bought a Class A in Texas this week. Hope to hit the road after we sell our house. Oh, how well I know it. Good for you guys. Good for you. Lamona, yes, Las Vegas. Awesome. I think that was the Wiener Wagon Tribe. Is that a reservation out that way? Dennis, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you go into the doctor anymore, and if you've got legitimate pain issues, they look at you like you're some kind of druggie. And it's kind of sad that the druggies out there have kind of ruined it for the legitimate people, because anybody that knows me knows that prior to about 2 weeks ago, the most I had taken is a few ibuprofen in the last couple years. So um, but how do you have to admit the doctors have a tough time. They have to try to figure out with each person that walks through the door what the case is, case by case. And me obviously walking in there looking like a zombie probably did not help my effort. Um, uh, Great community. We're going to meet up again at the Big Ten event. Hey, we're going to be out there too. I'm actually headed out that way. I'm hoping that Miss Karen is back in the coach, but either way, I'm ready to get out of Mesa. I've been here way too long. It's been beautiful, but I'm really looking forward to Quartzsite. We had already planned on being at Quartzsite for Thanksgiving, and so we're kind of uh, I told Karen the priority is family, so stay there. But I may go down to Quartzsite just because, I just love it down there. So I'm not sure if you're going for the Big Ten event, you'll be there. I think that's in January, and yep, we'll be there in January. I believe my brother's going out there too. So we'll be meeting up with everybody that wants to meet up, and hell, you guys can come and be on the lives if you want. We love having guests. So Airstream, Lamona, you've got an 28-foot Airstream and 4 Dachshunds. That is awesome. Are you part of an Airstream club? Because we see so many of them out there. Marley, yes. Fingers are crossed.